Thank you for being here with us this evening, joining safely from your home to celebrate the 2019 year, to honor volunteers, and to celebrate our grantees. We want to say a special thank you to Keenan Rainwater, Mandy Rozier, and Rainwater Studios for helping us pull together the performances, video testimonials, and live broadcasting you're watching tonight to make for a really great night of philanthropy in Brandon County. And we would be amiss if we didn't also thank the great performers joining us tonight, Reverend Peyton's Big Dam Band, Rich Hardesty, and Barry and Heather Elkins. During their performances, we'll have ways that you can give support to our work. One way is to text the code BCGives to 44321. I would also like to thank our sponsors. Without them, this night would not be as authentically local. We'd like to thank the Mason Companies, Investment Advisory Services, Blue & Company, accounting and tax and consulting firm, and Central Credit Union. We work closely with all of these companies and would highly recommend them to any of you watching tonight. During this unprecedented time, we hope that tonight will provide a little hope and inspiration as you hear about service to our county, organizations working hard to improve our community, and enjoy inspirational songs from local favorites of our county. Before we move on to discuss our annual report and updates, why don't we start things off with a song? We would like to welcome to your screen Keenan Rainwater, our gracious host.
Thank you, Madison. It's my pleasure to assist a great organization like the Brown County Community Foundation. You all do so much for so many, and I feel honored to help share the news about what you're doing for our great county. Now it's my pleasure to announce our first performers. Their family settled in Brown County when William Elkins founded Elkinsville in 1816, the same year Indiana achieved statehood. Though the thriving town of Elkinsville and the homes that once stood there were lost during the creation of Lake Monroe, the Elkins family has deep roots in Brown County that have continued to grow for generations. Barry Elkins, lead singer and founding member of the White Lightning Boys, is here with his daughter Heather. Tonight, they honor a family tradition of entertaining residents with authentic Brown County music. I would like to welcome to your screen my good friends, the very talented Barry and Heather Elkins.
Thank you, Keenan, and thank you, Brown County Community Foundation, for all that you do, and thank you for making Brown County, our home, what it is. So here is our song called Good Old Brown County. You can have all the lights and the streets of gravel road is where I'll be, and you can have all the lights and the streets of gravel road is where we'll meet in good old Brown County. Good old Brown County. Well, there's no place like this. I wouldn't be who I am without these sticks. Well, there's beauty and there's bliss within these hills, those memories I would have missed. In good old Brown County. The bonfire lights the night, and in the sky the stars so big and shine so bright. Well, there is no place I'd rather be than in these hills, my home, my life, good old Brown County.
Thanks so much, Keenan, Barry, and Heather. Tonight we wanted to share the first updates from our 2019 annual report. Released tonight, you can view our annual report on the website, browncountygives.org. Our board and staff have taken actions during the COVID-19 pandemic to respond rapidly in a fiscally responsible manner to the market fluctuations we're experiencing. To do this, we've reduced our operational costs. This year, we'll only release a downloadable copy of our annual report to the community. This thoughtful approach to our own resources ensures we can continue to be a beacon for the community during the pandemic. Our 2019 annual report comprises information on our financials, grant making, community development initiatives, and much more. If you can view a copy in your home tonight, we encourage you to do so and give it a thorough review, but wait until after the event so you don't miss any of the fun. Tonight is an opportunity to celebrate our success alongside the community and recognize all the important people who make our nonprofit community work. As you'll hear tonight, we have a lot to celebrate and a lot to be thankful for in these trying times. So without further ado, allow me to introduce the chair of the Brown County Community Foundation Board of Trustees, Jan Mills, to present our first award.
The mission of the Brown County Democrat is to be the source of news, information, and ideas in Brown County, and they work tirelessly to accomplish those ideals. From their weekly features like the Superintendent's Corner, Arts Briefs, Looking Back, and Something to Do, to special series focused on homeless teens, the county's war on drugs, and mountain biking's role in tourism, the Democrat provides a much-needed service to our community. The Democrat was the winner of the top 2 awards from the Hoosier State Press Association Better Newspaper 2019 contest for Story of the Year and Non-Daily Blue Ribbon. Story of the Year award was for the Addicted and Dying series and is the second consecutive Story of the Year award that the Democrat has won. The Blue Ribbon recognizes the paper that does the best job of serving its readers. The Brown County Democrat has been a top 3 finalist for this award 9 of the last 10 years and has won 7 blue ribbons since the award was created. Members of the staff also won 23 other awards, and in addition, the newsroom staff swept the Best Community Service category for reporting that makes a difference in the community. In recognition of the important role they play in providing information, connection, and transparency in local government, the Brown County Community Foundation Chairman's Award is given to the Brown County Democrat. Our sincere thanks for the important contribution they make to our community. Thank you, Sarah and Susanna, for all the great work you do.
Wow. I didn't expect that at all.
No, not at all, not at all.
So amazing.
Yeah, we really don't need another award on our wall, but we're very happy to have this one, and I'm sure we can find a special spot for it. There's a lot of plaques, and they mean that we have the respect of our colleagues, but it means even more to have the respect and thanks of our community.
Yeah.
Because we try really hard every week to tell the stories that we need to tell, even if we don't want to tell them, because sometimes they're hard to unread.
Yeah.
But we also want to celebrate our community because Brown County is amazing, and we really appreciate people recognizing what we try to do each week.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jan. What a great way to honor the Brown County Democrats' service to the county. We want to turn back to some great music to keep the night moving with some more authentically local tunes from a longtime favorite of Brown County and beyond. Here is Rich Hardesty.
Hey guys, it's Rich Hardesty here, and I just wanted to thank the Brown County Community Foundation for inviting me out and for doing all the wonderful things for the community. You know me, man, keep it local and thrive local. So I love the vibrations of all that, and Brown County made my home not too long ago because I grew up as a kid coming out here getting lost in the woods, and I wanted to keep the tradition going because my dad shared it with me, so I share it with my son. So I'm going to play you guys a song and dedicate this to the Brown County Community Foundation that I wrote, because if I hadn't been coming out here all my life, I don't know if I would have wrote this song. So this is called Sleeping Tiger. Love has always been there. Need to get out of my way. Turn off the broken record that's spinning every day. I believe there's something more. I'm ready for the ride. Set free the sleeping tiger that's inside. Don't leave this world with a song inside of you. Don't die with the music playing inside of you. Never settle to exist. You got too much to give. Wake up in the present moment of the life that I could live. Be the leader to follow, to sing as loud as you can. If they criticize and they bat their eyes, they don't understand. Don't leave this world with the song inside of you. Don't die with the music playing inside of you. Peace will be the sweet spot in the moment that I feel. The obstacles are stepping stones. Fear is never real. The power of forgiveness would always set you free. The power of the now is all it'll ever be. Don't leave this world with the song inside of you. Don't die with the music playing inside of you. Don't leave this world with a song inside of you. Don't die with the music playing inside of you. Sleeping Tiger.
Thank you, Rich, for that amazing song and for your contribution. I'm very happy that you decided to move to Brown County, and it's great to have you as a neighbor. Now back to Madison.
For over 25 years, the Brown County Community Foundation has provided grant dollars to support vital efforts in our local community. From our earliest days, we've worked together with partners across the community to improve healthcare, to support education, and to advance quality of life efforts. We care deeply for the people of this county, just as those pioneers before us. It's with that tradition in mind and a sense of responsibility to those who work on the ground every day providing vital, even life-saving services that we created the Brown County Rapid Response Fund. Donations to this fund have already assisted many local organizations, including Hoosier Hills Food Bank, Brown County COAD for postcards to share vital information during the pandemic, the Brown County, Hamlin Township, and Jackson Township volunteer fire departments, the town of Nashville for hand sanitizer stations, the Nashville, Indiana Farmers Market, Centerstone for telehealth services during the pandemic, the Society of St. Vincent de Paul for refrigeration equipment to meet local food needs, and many more great organizations. Our response to the pandemic also includes support for individuals through the Brown County Township Trustees. Our COVID-19 Trustee Assistance Program provides short-term financial assistance to alleviate hardships caused by COVID-19 closings and unemployment. The program will provide two different types of assistance. These include rent and utilities, medical, healthcare, and transportation, and short-term financial assistance to pay for electric, gas, water, rent expenses, medical expenses, or transportation. Another way that we are helping is in partnership. We have applied and received grant funding in the amount of $250,000 to be used as a COVID-19 Small Business Response Grant Program, thanks to the Community Development Block Grants offered through the Indiana Office of Community and Rural Affairs. More information about this funding is available on our website, browncountygives.org. Lastly, we have been an active member of our local COAD, Community Organizations Active in a Disaster, to create and implement a response plan to ensure residents have access to food, medication, and transportation during the pandemic. I can't say enough how proud I am of this group of volunteers. If you want to help support our work, like scholarships, grants, emergency funds, or one of the many other ways we help the community, please consider a donation tonight by texting BC Gives to 44321 or by visiting our website, browncountygives.org. The Advancement Committee considered several nominations for our annual Volunteer of the Year award. We had a great slate of nominees, and we hope you'll be able to visit the website for a complete list of those nominees and more information about the great work each volunteer is doing. Our Advancement Committee reviewed each nomination and voted to recommend the following individual for the 2019 award. The winner will have a donation of $500 made to the charity of their choice. The League of Women Voters of Brown County nominated this year's Volunteer of the Year. She is the current Vice President on the Board of Directors of the Brown County League of Women Voters. She is a past President and past Secretary of the League and an active volunteer in League projects from voter registration to voter education and more. This year, she undertook a special project of researching and writing a history of suffragettes in Indiana in honor of the 100th anniversary of the League of Women Voters and of the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote. She presented this history on the Brown County Radio Hour, to the Brown County Genealogy Group, and at the Centennial Tea hosted by the League. She is one of the few who everyone know they can turn to when they need something. She researches and writes articles on issues important about advocating for peace, for education, and for human rights. And she puts her beliefs in action, making sure local elderly friends get the support that they need. She's been an active volunteer throughout Brown County for years, and she served on the Brown County Community Foundation Board. She's a key player in the Brown County Radio Hour, working hard to make sure we have access to wonderful Brown County news, music, and stories. The League of Women Voters of Brown County and the BCCF are pleased to award Pam Rader the 2019 BCCF Volunteer of the Year Award. Pam?
Thank you so much. I'm kind of overwhelmed. I really appreciate this. What comes to mind is volunteering is all about service. And in Bloomington on Martin Luther King Day, they quote Martin Luther King as saying, "Everybody can be great because everybody can serve." And that's my feeling about being a volunteer. We have a wonderful community, so many opportunities to be of service, and giving really is receiving. And I want to thank the League of Women Voters, not only for all their work in getting women the right to vote 100 years ago. The League was formed on February 14th, 1920, and we officially got the right to vote in August. But for all their efforts in serving the community, printing who's where, running the candidates forums, and we've had an especially hard time this year with the election, given that we switched to almost all absentee ballots, and there were quite a few snafus, but I felt like if we weren't overseeing that, it would have been even worse. So, do I keep going? Say some more? The foundation can always use volunteers, and my years serving there, I learned so much about the community, how it functioned, all the different organizations, and how much work goes into giving a grant or giving a scholarship. We're lucky to have the foundation to provide grants and the welfare of our community. The Brown County Hour's been a wonderful thing in sharing all the talents and Brown County's story. In fact, everywhere I've served in the county, there's just such wonderful people. And you don't serve to get an award. You serve because it enriches you and makes your life and everybody else's better. And I just am so happy to have such a wonderful community. And I'm especially overwhelmed that you think so highly of me.
In a time where we have hope for our future, I am proud to represent the Brown County Community Foundation Scholarship Committee. Each year, through the tireless efforts of our Scholarship Committee, they select the Lilly Endowment Community Scholarship winner. This year's, the 38th recipient has been chosen. The students submitted an application that included volunteer and community involvement, school activities, work experience, academic essays, and recommendation forms. The committee was blown away with our 2020's application and involvement. Then they had the opportunity to interview with her, and wow, were they amazed. They were amazed by her maturity, honesty, determination, and overall presence in the room. The extraordinary young adult that is beside me, I am absolutely honored and privileged to introduce to you Miss Chloe Robeson.
Hi, my name is Chloe Robeson, and I just graduated from Brown County High School in Nashville, Indiana. When I started my senior year of high school, I knew of exactly two things that were set in stone for my future. The first, I wanted to go to a college out of state. The second, I could not afford out-of-state tuition. My senior year was full of ups and downs. The worst obstacle to come to terms with was the realization that some of my dreams needed to be put on hold, at least until I was out of college. I wanted to travel the world, but I knew this dream would be halted until I could pay off the $212,000 debt I would accrue over my 4 years at my top choice out-of-state college. When it came time to apply for scholarships, I had dying hopes that I would manage to make my college tuition more affordable. My parents, despite my initial protests, encouraged me to apply for the Lilly Endowment Scholarship. At first, I hesitated to apply because I still wanted to go out of state. My hesitation heightened when I realized how much competition I had against me. I didn't want to pour hours of effort into writing essays, gathering letters of recommendation, and stressing over deadlines only to be met with failure. It was during this time that I realized just how desperately I wanted this scholarship. I wanted a chance to prove myself, and to ensure that the future I had always imagined was still attainable. So I did pour hours of effort into those essays. I spent weeks compiling my lists of volunteer hours, job experience, and extracurricular activities. When I got the call that I'd been chosen as my county's recipient of the scholarship, I immediately burst into tears. There it was, my future. I knew then that I could afford to study what I wanted, and in 4 years, when I graduate as an engineer from Purdue University, I will have the means to travel and incite monumental change across the globe. I hope to work internationally as an environmental engineer so that I may help small communities like the one I grew up in utilize their resources and slow climate change. I want to bring a sense of pride to my hometown so that those around me who've shaped me into the person I am today can feel proud of the work I will accomplish in my lifetime. Thanks to this scholarship, I no longer have monetary obstacles hindering my dreams. I am free to pursue every opportunity that comes my way, and for that, I will forever be grateful.
This year's grant cycle is running a little different than we have in the past due to COVID-19 crisis and immediate needs presenting a more pressing concern than our annual grant cycle. With that in mind, we have allowed organizations time to adjust their requests before consideration. So tonight, we will update you with information about the impact of the grants given in 2019. First, I'd like to thank the members of our grants committee, Jim Schultz, Dwight Thompson, Erica Rudd, Peg Lindenlaub, Carrie Ridge, Rod Russell, Kevin McCracken, and Don Stewart. If you're watching on Facebook, let's give them a reaction, maybe a thumbs up or a heart. Without their diligence reviewing these applications and making award recommendations, the process would be difficult. Last year, the Grants Committee received nearly 30 applications, totaling in excess of $300,000. These are not easy decisions to make, and we appreciate their conscientiousness. Here are just a few updates of what community grant dollars from last year provided for Brown County. You can see the full list of our grantees in the 2019 annual report. First, new tires on the Access vehicles. Access Brown County serves local residents who otherwise would not be able to get to work or appointments like medical treatments and essential errands. Over a 6-year period, they have covered 444,000 miles, equal to 31,000 trips. 15,910 trips were from employment, 5,535 for medical trips, and 16,516 of those trips were for seniors. Anyone 60 and over does not have to pay for a ride. Kim from the YMCA shared that they have had stickers made for each vehicle thanking BCCF for the new tires. She shared that she would like to make a video with the wheels on the bus go round and round with her gift from BCCF. Well, Kim, we might just have to work on that. The Brown County School Corporation was granted $1,606 for an automatic external defibrillator. This was installed in the intermediate school in a highly trafficked area. Having an additional AED will benefit the community that uses these facilities by providing life-saving equipment within arm's reach. Thank you again to Holly Gordon, the school nurse, for making us aware of this need. Brown Countyans for Quality Health Care received funding to expand dental services for at-need patients at the Health and Wellness Clinic. They work with the clinic to identify people who need but cannot afford services and allow them to pay a reduced rate. This past year, they were able to help 4 individuals receive crucial dental care. One of the individuals that received help required the services of an oral surgeon to address the issues that, left untreated, would have caused serious bone deterioration. The Brown County League of Women Voters is obviously a great group to mention during the centennial year of women gaining the right to vote. They received $1,000 for printing of the Who's Where in Brown County resource guide. The guide has all your need-to-know information for public officials and services in the county. It also has proved a very helpful reference during the pandemic. This is just a small sampling of our 2019 grantees. Please join me in giving all our grantees a round of applause for the phenomenal work they're doing, even if you're at home. We thank you for all the work you do for the residents of Brown County. Bill, Pat, Andrew, and Matt Lloyd generously started the Environmental Leadership Award and corresponding fund in 2007. The award honors a person or organization which protects or improves our greatest natural assets. This year's winner, the Helmsburg Community Development Corporation, has been instrumental in putting a group of active and engaged citizens together to discuss the future of Helmsburg and make decisive action to improve local infrastructure, encourage business development, and incentivize growth. More importantly for this award, they have been organizing a number of community cleanup days, where neighbors work together to remove blight like old appliances and trash, tackling some beautification projects like tearing down unsightly fencing and painting houses, and demolition, sometimes in partnership with Keep Brown County Beautiful. Currently, they're working on a large stormwater project which undoubtedly has environmental implications through mitigation of natural and man-made pollutants. Overall, Helmsburg is looking awesome, and we're proud to have an opportunity to highlight this work of the small but mighty group of neighbors who've come together to create real change in their community. Way to go, Helmsburg. Through this award, they will receive a prize of over $900, which they can use to continue their organization's great work. Our nominee for the 2020 John D. Rudd Community Service Award was nominated by Emeritus Board Member Mike Laros in coordination with Jim Tishner and other friends. Per tradition, last year's award winner will present this year's award. I welcome Judge Judith Stewart.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to be here today to honor our next winner of the John D. Rudd Community Service Award. First and foremost, our winner this year is a United States Army veteran of both World War II and Korea. He fought in Europe during the last part of the Battle of the Bulge and helped to liberate Buchenwald concentration camp. An extraordinary experience that has left an everlasting impact on him and fueled his lifelong mission to love, nurture, and take care of others. Today, at age 94, he is still interested in people and understanding what they do, how they do it, and why they do it. This passion has guided him in his service in Brown County. As Brown Countyans, we are the beneficiaries of his love of humanity and a lifelong call to service, service above self, a call that has extended far beyond the geographical boundaries of our county. His list of accomplishments is inspiring, and I would encourage you to read his full nomination that is on our website. But for purposes of this event, we will list just a few of his most important accomplishments in service. He has exhibited a lifelong commitment to the Boy Scouts, where he achieved Eagle rank and later devoted 39 years to their good work. He says if you meet Scouters, you meet people with values, and so you have instant friends. In 2016, he was honored by the National Eagle Scout Association with the Outstanding Eagle Scout Award. He had an early career in forestry. They gave him the opportunity to learn directly from legendary Herman Powell and fueled his love for Brown County. Overall, he has been active in nonprofit service organizations for 60 years, including over 47 years of membership in Rotary and receiving multiple awards, including being named Leadership Brown County's Servant Leadership Award in 2018. In 1996, Governor Evan Bayh named him as a Distinguished Hoosier. He has engaged in the Scottish Society of Greater Bloomington, where he continued to do Scottish dancing up until this year. He served as state director for Brown County Realtors, serving on risk reduction and governmental affairs committees. that provide the Brown County Realtors an opportunity to track current conditions, plan and revise strategy, and bring local concerns for policy changes. He and his wife, Mary, are Brown County entrepreneurs. In 2013, they introduced a new Italian-style salad dressing, Hootie Doot, which they generously shared free of charge with Rotary and other community nonprofits. In summary, our John D. Rudd Community Service Award winner, Graham Teed Howard, is a true American hero and civic-minded leader who has demonstrated a lifelong commitment to bettering the lives of others with focus on youth development. He and his wife, Mary, have chosen to live in Brown County since 1989, and we are fortunate to have them as members of our community, where Teed has continued his lifelong commitment to service before self. And it is my honor to present you, Teed, with the John D. Rudd Community Service.
Thank you ever so much. I'm overwhelmed, really. And you know more about me than I know myself. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate this. The John D. Rudd, the award really means a lot to me, and I'm proud to be a real citizen of Brown County. Ever since I've come here, I've tried to do my best for everything we've done. And so I'm just a member of Brown County forever and ever. And I say thank you to everyone for supporting me.
Thank you once again to our event sponsors, the Mason Companies, Investment Advisory Services, Blue & Company, Accounting, Tax, and Consulting Firm, and Centra Credit Union. We know we are currently live in a challenging new world, but we will be here to help guide Brown County through the pandemic and recovery, important community conversations, and more. We will emerge from this, and 2020 will create new opportunities to address our community's most critical challenges. We will continue to provide help through grants, advocacy, community conversations, and more. We can inclusively unite people, resources, and institutions across Brown County to produce significant, widely shared, and lasting results. This is your Brown County Community Foundation. Trust that we are working with you and for you to build effective partnerships which tackle community issues. Before we get to a highlight of the evening, Reverend Peyton and his Big Damn Band, I honestly just want to say thank you for welcoming us, for being open-minded in your help during a very different time for all of us, and for every one of you who help your neighbors. You give what you can to make this a better community. Thank you for making this a wonderful place to call home. Now, our final guests have taken nearly a century of blues songmanship and created a thing all their own. There is not a single act out there that sounds like them, and they make friends and fans every place that they go. And there are a few places that they haven't been, having performed in 37 countries. Yet they remain devoted to being local. Their music video, Pour Until Payday, was partially filmed in beautiful downtown Nashville, and the video for Can't Steal My Shine was filmed at Spernica Christian Church. This is real, from the heart, handmade music made by neighbors, keeping the art colony tradition alive and well in Brown County. It's with pure joy and excitement that we ask you to get up on your feet and welcome Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band.
I'm Reverend Peyton with Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band. I want to say thanks to you all at the Brown County Community Foundation for having us be a part of your event here online, your online event. And thanks for all that you do here in our community. I know there's a lot of stuff. And by the time you get to us here, there's already been too much handed out for me to even name or even go on about. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and get right to playing songs for you. Thank you so much. This song's called You Can't Steal My Shine. I shine too bright. You can't dim my light. You can't steal my shine. I shine too bright. Oh, I shine too bright. You can't dim my light. You can't dim my light. You can't dim my light. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all that you do. All right, now we're going to play you a song that you can check out the music video for. It was recorded, the music video was recorded right here in Brown County. And this is one of my favorite songs. It's definitely my favorite music video we ever made. It's called
Made on our front porch.
That's right. It's called We Deserve a Happy Ending. I think we do. Deserve a happy ending. It's been real since the beginning. Even when we're losing, it feels like we are winning. We deserve a happy ending. Can't believe that I found you. I just love being around you. My whole life is about you. I can't make it without you, baby. We deserve a happy ending. It's been real since the beginning. Even when we're losing, it feels like we are winning. We deserve a happy ending. When I met you, it made me. I didn't know it, but it saved me. But if heaven wanted to change things, I pray the Lord instead take me, baby. We deserve a happy ending. It's been real since the beginning. Even when we're losing, it feels like we are winning. We deserve a happy ending. We deserve a happy ending. It's been real since the beginning. Even when we're losing, it feels like we are winning. We deserve a happy ending. We deserve a happy ending. It's been real since the beginning. Even when we're losing, it feels like we are winning. We deserve a happy ending. We deserve a happy ending. We deserve a happy happy ending. One more time now. We deserve a happy ending. Thank you so much.